Alright. Chapter 5, Lost Holy Grounds. I do have some halos. I could buy some more techniques. Let's do that real quick. Oh. Which friends? It's not them already, is it? Oh, right! Actual friends, not douche nozzles. It's one of the times where we don't hate a child. What? Which friends, then? God damn it, I love you, Rodon. Is there an enemy that's coming up that I hate?
Yeah.
Which one? Is it the upgrade version of the Griffins? Oh, the fucking Clogmen?
The Clawmen!
The Clawmen? I hate the Clawmen. Yeah, you're right. They are coming up. I remember the next area vaguely. Alright, so this is the move I actually was trying to do that I hadn't bought yet. This one does use magic. But it lets you do an instant Wicked Weave. It's not showing it now because I'm in the test screen. But this is the only way you can do one without doing a combo. It just uses magic in order to do it. It also sends them flying backward, so that's useful. Alright. We'll buy that one. That's very handy to have. This is the foot version, I believe. All about them Pete's. There we go. Cotter. Cotter, no one likes you. Damn it. I'm gonna buy all the abilities, I guess. Light the fires and kick your enemies with a mid-air dash kick. I am the worst at this one, so we'll buy it. A Yiddish air dash, as was taught in the great Hebrew fighting schools. What's the fighting style called? Yom Kippur? Press A immediately after executing a jump. What? Oh, there we go. Or... Ah, okay. Got it. Oh, we love Cotter. Ooh. We love Cotter, don't we? Cotter Pawn. God damn it, we don't love Cotter anymore. Look how how far I shot that dude. Technically, Dare would be Dada Pawn, because I'm Mama Pawn. Because he can't have two daddies, that's gay. So I get to be Mommy. Cotter Pawn, yeah. Oh, those little fuckers are so cute. And Ricky is, yes, Ricky is definitely my favorite. His attitude is actually beautiful for how I imagine later Poe to be. The cockiness and the way that he treats everything is pretty fantastic. So now we have an area that's both very fun and very awful. Oh, don't be sad. He's asleep. He can't even be sad. This area has a lot of fun fights and a lot of painful fights and a very fun conclusion, I think, if I'm remembering this area correctly, with one of my favorite songs. So we got that to look forward to. Yeah, he's dead asleep right now, and he's on Zare's butt, curled up behind his legs, because he forgets that he's a giant Doberman. Alright, as overseers of history, the Lumen Sages and Umbra Witches were both incredibly powerful, each fearing each other and strictly prohibiting interrelations as a way to maintain the balance of power. Upon the annual occasion of a total solar eclipse, only the selected elders of each clan were allowed to meet with the other group to conduct negotiations. I suppose that each clan, drawing their power from the sun and moon respectively, must have held the eclipse as the most special of celestial phenomena. The two clans, inexorably linked but opposed, like positive and negative, solidified this relationship in their interconnected mountain hideaways, the Witches' Sanctuary of Crescent Valley and the Sages' Sacred Sunrise Valley. A very fun conclusion. Oh, fuck. Ah, fuck. Ah, fuck. Where's my document? Alright, here we go. Let's use the down button. It's less likely to switch pages. Located in an inaccessible and treacherous region, these areas were lined with countless rows of stone monuments dedicated to each clan's deed. There are some typos, which I find interesting considering how polished this game is. And large statues depicting a witch and sage stood at the center of the shared area, demarcating the border between each clan's territory. Each statue had its back turned to the other, and their visages, as though rejecting any human intrusion, stir intense feelings of discomfort within one's soul. Atop these statues, the clans met for their yearly consort, giving this place a mysterious but interesting ambiance. These valleys were not just filled with memorial tombs, they were also home to training facilities in the light and dark arts, held as sacred ground by both clans. Today, the statue of the Umber Witch is truly a gruesome sight, as a giant spear has pierced the woman's chest. If it were shoved through the statue during Witch's age of persecution, it would have required unspeakable power from the Lumen Sage who carried out the act. Yeah, them poor witches. Even their monuments got all defiled. I guess that's not even a surprise. It's the first thing a culture does when it's trying to destroy the memory of someone else's. Break their shit. If there's no historical record, it's like they never existed. What? Damnatio Memoriae, which means damn your memories. Right? I'm a smart boy. Oh, fuck. What, raising the memories of your enemies? Yeah. Look at that. There's the first pure platinum and the only one y'all are going to see tonight. Yeah, that actually makes sense because Romans were assholes. And back then, you didn't have things like the internet. So I guess if they got rid of your shit and killed anyone who knew you, then you didn't exist anymore.
I like it.
You just didn't exist anymore? Creepy. And mean. I know this area has a go back point, as almost everyone does, but I can never remember where it is. I think it's actually after this next fight, which is my favorite enemy! Yay! Powerful barrier here, but something on the other side is giving me a strange sense of deja vu. Is it fighting the worst enemy that you remembered ever? Oh, here we go with these fuckers. Lightning and fire. They're like angry bird cows. Grace and glory. Named after my pony. Graceful melody and glorious riffraff. Yeah, and they start right with the douchery. So these fuckers are very fast. They actually work together too, which is really the annoying part because they will absolutely combo you together. And if they get you in a combo, they will continue comboing you too. So if you don't dodge the first one, yeah, you will die. They can get out of a lot of your attacks, and I will definitely take a lot of damage during this fight because my dodges for them are going to be garbage. Because I will not be dodging fast enough. Like that. Yeah. Good God, he did like 2/3 of my health bar. I should probably taunt them to get health back. Also, they can come out of Witch Time attacking you, which is also really fun. Oh, god damn. Potatoes. Why am I using the whip? Doesn't do enough armor piercing. There's one. Okay. Oh. Well. Found him. Oh, you're not aiming at him. You're not getting health if you're not aiming at him. Oh. This is not getting me much health at all, is it? Well. Ah! Ah! No, I guess I only get the fire ones. Yep, Grace and Glory, they're fun. Welcome, welcome, Flex the Biceps. Flex the Biceps, I get it. We are playing Bayonetta on normal. And I'm doing really good. Don't listen to anything the other voice says. I am great at this game. I didn't die, though. I had 0 health twice, but I didn't die. So there's the Alfheim. Alright, let's go see if I can beat this one in 1 or 2 tries. You are legit the only person who said it right so far. Nice! I'll take that. I've played through this game 2 or 3 times in total. Once on the PS3 version, a couple times on the Wii U version. I'm still not great at it. I'll get better as I go. We play every Sunday around 6 Central. So if you want to enjoy some mediocre but fun Bayonetta playing, then come join. What's the thing? Oh, which time? I didn't even pay attention. So, yeah. Nothing real special about this. We're just playing it to play it. I have a few buddies who've never seen it, so... why am I trying to attack you? Alright, come on. Come on. Now is where I should taunt them, isn't it? And then get hit in the face. Yeah. Come on. There. No, now you should attack them, Bayonetta. Well, they're all mad at me now. I got that going for me. Oof. Well, let's try that again. You read my time zones for it? Yeah. Sunday at 6 Central is usually when I stream. I actually keep intending to make a little menu for my Twitch page. I'm not a serious streamer by any means, but I do enjoy this, and we've been doing this for about half a year now. Various games that we decide that we want to play on stream. So Bayonetta 1 and 2 are next on the schedule, followed by the Uncharted series, which actually was supposed to be next, but we took a vote and we decided to go with it. Ow! Thank you. I needed that. That will inspire me to not suck as much. Yeah, there's a bunch of items in the shop, but since you just joined, you probably won't have enough points to use anything yet. If I get a sec once I stop losing, I can toss a few points your way for swinging by. Once I've lost, yes. Come on, guys. I love the moon of Malahalakalaka. So I'm going to pronounce Alfheim correctly, but not not the name of that item. I just suck at using it, but I do love it, and I usually almost always have it equipped, because I like to try and get better at using it. And usually by the end of the game, I'm better at it, so there's that. It's especially useful when you get to the enemies that can only be, that can't be witch-timed. So I try and learn it earlier on, so I'm better equipped for the end of the game when you're fighting the Gracious and Glorious. I forget how many waves there are for this one. Oh, right. Well, now we can die. Probably not going to be beating this one tonight. I'll be doing this off-stream. Give it one more shot after this, though. Does this still count? If I start it during which time? I don't remember. Oh, nice. You're going to do 1 and 2 yourself, too. Yeah. I barely remember the second one. I've played half of it. Zara's played it for me in entirety. He's the other voice that you'll be hearing on stream. So I've watched him play it, and I remember little chunks of it, but not nearly as much as the first one. So I'll be playing them both, and he's infinitely better than me, which is why you'll see lots of failure. But like I said, I enjoy it. I rarely get mad. We'll try this one more time, but then I won't hold up the game advancement. So if I don't beat it this time, I'll do it off stream. Yeah, the bits I do remember, I enjoyed it, and I remember being kind of nervous about it because it was, goddamn, because it was only on the Wii U, and you know, obviously, all right, I'm terrible at multitasking with this one. Obviously, when you have a game like Bayonetta on the Nintendo, you're worried that it's not going to get the proper treatment, considering the content. But no, they actually did really well with the second one. And even though I don't remember a lot of details from it, the fact that I remember enjoying just watching it, yeah, it tells me I'm going to enjoy playing it too. I remember really liking the characters especially. Alright. I have to actually try and focus if I want to beat this one. Oh good, I did it on the one with no health. That's what we call skillful. Stop doing that attack, I can't slow motion that one. God, that's fast. Oh, come on! Well, we're going to be failing this one again. Alright, there we go. Got the timing down. There's one left. Come on, asshole. Wow, that one's fast. Alright. Wow, yeah. That's how you know you enjoy a game, when you play it that many times that you think you've pretty much uncovered all the little fun bits. Alright, so I'll be doing this one off stream sometime this week and practicing it. I already missed an area in the last chapter anyway, so... Sometimes we do actually flip the stream on during the middle of the week when I do my grinding. Not that this game is much in terms of grinding, short of getting items, or rather, halos. So, if you are following, you'll get the alert that I'm popping online. But the scheduled ones that we actually plan for are the Sunday night ones. But yeah, every once in a while I'll turn Twitch on just for the hell of it. And we'll just do some random late night playing / getting bitter / practicing. Well, thank you. Thank you, thank you. I'll get it next time. I specifically remember that one, which tells me that it's a painful one. It will be a good way to practice against Grace and Glory, at least, so there's that. Is that for the ice skates? I forget if that's what that LP is for.
Fine. Our last few. Yeah.
It's fine. No one knows what I mean. Oh, god damn it. I remember this part, too, because if you stand here too long, everyone dies. Come up, teleport up here and fight me on areas that aren't falling apart. Hello? Maybe? What? Or do I have to fight them down there? Oh, I guess it doesn't fall down. Never mind. I'm used to the slow, or the fast dodging, and now I can't handle the slow dodging. Let's just blame that. Oh, now you give me health items. Thanks. Oh, do I have to go back down to the bottom one, too? Nope, I'm just gonna fall to my death. Sweet. There you are. Assholes. I remember who's worse than the Grace and Glory, though. Goddamn Joy. That's their nickname, isn't it? The Joy. I forget what their type is called, though. Oh, right, you're right. Just what they're called. She was way cooler. Ow, you fucker. I wasn't even facing him. I didn't think it would hit me. God. All that practice I've been doing all week is just no point, apparently. I promise you guys I was doing really good this week.
Oh, yeah.
I was doing real good. I got enough halos to afford 2 items. And it wasn't just because I died 1,000 times.
Huh. My lipstick. I've often seen a girl without lipstick, but lipstick without a girl? Most
Checking the stream to see if this
curious,
audio
isn't
is coming
it?
across.
What's also most curious is how a child like you has kept afloat in this town.
The name is Luca. And
This is
don't
you,
think
LV.
It's a little strange to be worried about my well-being. Sure, the Festival of Resurrection is peak security. The thing only happens once every 500 years. Can you blame them? Besides, when you look as good as I do, security isn't a problem. With a killer like you, on the other hand, I'm sure you've found a way.
That little girl. I've seen her somewhere.
My dear, sweet child. She is the key to your future. To save yourself, you must also save the girl.
Hey, don't go freaking out on me. We both know you came here for something. But what you don't know is the closer you get, the harder it's gonna be for you to get away from me and what you've done. You'll have to fess up to it all. I can't wait for you to get your hands on whatever it is you're after.
Let me guess. You want a cut? Well, if you're still alive by then, perhaps you can appeal to my generosity.
Still alive? You may be standing right in front of me, but you're definitely not living in reality. Which is a shame, because the truth is always going to be the truth. All I see when I look at you, the real you, is the truth. The truth is, you killed my father. I don't care who believes me. They can't project the truth. The truth will set me free from your black stain on my life. The truth will allow me to expose you to the world. Then, I'll have won. And I'll do it without stooping to your level. Because I'm not a heartless witch like you. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
New card was worth it,
Do?
I think.
Kill me in plain sight? Go ahead. It would only prove everything I've said about you. Well, that and sadden the hearts of a number of young ladies. Claire, and Trish, and Sylvia, and Amy. Oh, you don't want to piss her off, let me tell you. Hell
Except for
has no
Amy.
Fury.
Which is funny because it's not a Capcom game, but there's all your Capcom references. Amy. Wait, that means he likes wolves. Luca's a furry.
What the?
Here's the other version of this enemy. My even less favorite version. The Fearless. Alright. This time we're not gonna suck. Ow! We immediately suck. Right, if you can't pull them to you, you get pulled to them, which can be both good and bad. Oh! Watch the wrong one. Ooh! Hey, asshole. Oh right, they jump through reality. Because double assholes. Midair. And dead. Oh! That's right, it always gives you that tiny little bit of health. Oh! Yeah, shoot the other one, I know. Oh, shit! Taunt, taunt, taunt! Oh, there is a health. An actual health item. Woohoo! Okay, now I can taunt him. God damn it. Lock on, woman. There we go. Lock on. There we go.
Ow.
Yes! That was worth the tiny 2 little slivers of health. Another fight that probably should have killed me. Is it just me, or is it really being nice about the whole 0 health thing? Or is that always a thing? I just don't remember it. Ah, the tubaists. These are the ones I should be haunting. Now I got some health back. That looks a little better. Back over there. This is the one that actually falls? Yup. I am magical. Hey, Amber. You get the notification for the test, but not for the actual stream. Nice! Thanks, Twitch. I guess that's what I get for not having affiliate yet. I really gotta start actually, like, going out and begging for followers. If only so that you guys can change your stream settings to lower resolutions. I like how that's the only reason I care, is so that you guys can lower it from 720. Alright, Heavenly Manipulators. The Umbra Witch's sacred Crescent Valley is said to contain enormous relics harkening back to the valley's place as a training ground in the witch's supernatural magic arts. The long bridge that snakes between the the cavernous ravines of the valley, stone circles hinting at celestial principles, training chambers where death was wagered in hopes of polishing one's skills in life. All these are depicted in the tattered records I have obtained. I know not if they ever truly existed. However, the magnificent appearance of the witch statue in the distance seems to indicate that the legends passed down through history are, in fact, real. Amongst these numerous artifacts, the most mysterious are those known as Heavenly Manipulators. I have already described how the Umbra Witches draw their power from the darkness and the Lumen Sages from the light. However, I have not mentioned how these powers were at their greatest during full moon or at the peak of the sun's ascent. The two groups created the Heavenly Manipulators to affect the movement of the moon and sun, and these devices played a role in the clan's most important of ceremonial rites. If stories are to be believed, the clans could affect even the ways of the cosmos at will. The powers of the witch and sage were not common knowledge, although as overseers of history, one could imagine that they must have had appropriately powerful abilities, making their ultimate destruction an even more ironic end. Ravenous Cavines, exactly. I'm good at talking words. Bird! Alright. So, we missed that one alpha. Oh, we didn't miss it. We just failed at it a few times. I think that was the only hidden thing that we didn't, or that we missed, or didn't complete, so. Onward ho! Using our Super Witch powers. The Sarah Jane tribute? I'm not familiar with that. Do I know who Sarah Jane is? Do you know who Sarah Jane is? No one knows who Sarah Jane is. I think I'm calling myself a hoe. Or Bayonetta. But like in a good way. Oh, I should probably read that, huh? A moon-like disk is visible through the crescent window. Was the moon's sudden appearance in the sky when the gears rotated just a coincidence? No. That was on purpose. Alright. Let's go to the next area, which has even more terrible enemies. So this is a really fun area to try and get a good combo on, because if you don't push anything, you just fly forward. So the only way to get a good combo is to stop and try and fight things. But if you don't kill them fast enough, you just leave them behind. Like that one. You can try and actually hit them, but I really suck at that. I'll try anyway, so we can all see how much I suck at it. Oh, look at me proving myself wrong. Alright. He's a companion from classic Doctor Who. Like the companion everyone remembers strongest. Oh, that's why I don't know it. Yeah, my knowledge of Doctor Who is very ungood. Alright, let's not die this time. I like using the whip against them even though it doesn't do high damage, because it does rip their armor off if I beat on them enough. Which is why I keep using it even though it doesn't actually seem to do much. And of course if I can actually grab them with Witch Time, it's much better. That's the one I keep trying to do, and finally did successfully. Oof. God damn it. I know you're angry that I killed your boyfriend, but I don't have a good follow-up. I'm gonna taunt him, though. Taunt, taunt, taunt. Okay. Got a little bit of health. Hey, there we go. Didn't entirely regret everything. Here's another new enemy type. The Heavenly Stingrays. Harmony. How are they considered in the same goddamn category as the, Are you kidding me? As the Fearless. This is another enemy that the whip is very handy for because they're aerial, and the whip has redonkulous range, which is probably part of the reason they offset it with less damage. Alright, I want to torture attack these guys because this is one of my favorites. Summon a chainsaw. That's the wrong button. Cut them up with the chainsaw. And then the best part, after you murder them with the chainsaw, you then get to keep the chainsaw to use on other enemies. So, it's great. Good times for everyone. Not that I'm going to hit him with it, but it's fine. There we go. The enemies? The enemy designs are really cool. Like, they're really well done in this game. There's a variety, and yet at the same time they also all have a very similar theme with their armor and their naming and all that good stuff. So, no, they put a lot of love into every element of the game, both whether it's Bayonetta herself, or the enemies, or the weapons, combos, all that good stuff. Like LV said earlier, it's a very stylized game, but they did it to the full effect. Alright. I'm going to go ahead and pick those up. These are fun weapons. Alright. Another douchey area. So here we have our friend, the fucking wind snake. Which, as you can imagine, if you get hit by it, it sucks. Don't get hit by the wind snake. Oh god! Alright. We have a portal here. Always a good sign that, painful shit is probably coming. I don't really think I have enough money to buy anything. So, I'm not gonna. We'll just keep moving forward. The Witch's Tears of Blood. Beginning in the 15th century, the whole of Europe has been swept by a madness, a tragic event unprecedented in the whole of human history, the witch hunts. As a result, the dark clan of Umbra witches were wiped from the pages of history forever. Working at the behest of the powers that be and making use of their ancient magical arts, the witches watched over the passage of time within the human world. Or at least they did, until suddenly being swept up in waves of persecution, and finally crumbling away underneath the pressure of the people's harsh recriminations. The women's sorrowful, blood-stained tears crystallized into bright red gemstones, and according to Vigridian legend, are said to be scattered everywhere. These stones, filled with their feelings of regret, are known as Umbran Tears of Blood, which you guys might recall. Whenever you grab one of those red ravens, that's what they're carrying, are Umbran Tears of Blood. To this day, the people of Vigrid believe that should 100 of these stones be brought together as one, enormous calamity shall befall the land. Yet no one has actually seen one of those gemstones, the ultimate of witchly souvenirs. They must be found for you by a crow raven, a beast whose heart lies in resonance with these departed witches. These crows act as the witches' loyal servants, protecting their tears from falling into human hands. What actually does happen when you get 100? Just to unlock like a costume? I can't remember. Essentially, the Umbran Tears are the bonus item of the game. And if you find all of them, you unlock some cool shit. Obviously, that's not really doable until post-game. And this game, once you beat the game, there's not really a post-ending area, but you can replay any chapter. Which is what I do during the week when I'm doing my weekly grinding. So for this game, it's less grinding and more practicing to not be so shitty. And also going back and clearing everything that I failed. I might actually end up turning on the stream for some of those nights, because I really enjoy rambling while I play. But we'll see. Right. Next enemy that I super hate. Jormungandr's staff. Did I say it right? Jormungandr? Well, then you say it, Mr. Viking Man. Jormungandr. 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 Super birds. Fucking super birds. Their giant boots. Ardor. I do love that all these new enemies get the fun music. So these fuckers have, as you might notice, a giant fucking shield, which is completely assy. And I'm going to die a lot again, probably. So I'm going to be very smart and taunt them. Actually, I'll probably get rid of one if I can, or I'll just die. As you attack the shield, it does at least break down, so you can break it if you don't suck. Big if. I got rid of both their shields. Nice. So yeah, that's what the whip is really good for. You knock off shields, you get rid of armor, and then even though it doesn't do much damage, you make them easier to murder. Oh, I died that time. Watched a Princess Bride facts video that kept calling Prince Humperdinck Hamperdinck totally seriously, and it was driving me insane. Yeah, I could see that. That continues to be a movie that I have zero interest in, but I know so many people who love it, so it's like I know about it because of friends. I think actually Shu and I have had the conversation that we're one of the only two people in the world who do not like that movie. Or rather, just don't love it, so to speak. We don't hate it, but for whatever reason, it never clung to us. Alright, let's try this again. I already fucked up the chapter anyway. What's another death? Oh, DMC's not a huge fan of it either? Yeah. Almost everyone that I know growing up with, or at least that I went to school with, it was one of their favorite movies. Like, they quoted it all the time. So, it's definitely not strange to hear so many of you like it as well. Ooh, there we go. What this game really likes to do to keep you on your toes is it never has too much of the same enemy back to back. So, as soon as you start getting used to someone, chances are you're going to be faced with another type of enemy, so get ready to relearn all your timing. That's the whip move that I enjoy. Alright. Practice with this guy. Oh! Oh, where's your follow-up, Bayonetta? There we go. Yes. We cannot choose what our partners like or don't like, even if it doesn't align with our own tastes. Hey, look, I got a gold medal. It's like I didn't die the first time. Anyway, as you guys might have noticed, the moon is out, so we're going to run alongside of a building again. Yeah, first time I was playing this game, I was like, oh, cool, what are these ruins that are popping up? They're lava. Don't run on top of them. They're not technically lava, they're like holy ruins. So, ah, fuck! So, it just hurts you when you touch them. I know there's supposed to be enemies here. Where the... Oh, come on, I dodged that one. Don't laugh at me and my failures. Ah, there they are. I knew there was more of these little manta ray motherfuckers. They love to attack you when you're in midair too, so even though it's nice to fight them in midair, they will absolutely follow up with you while you're in midair. Which is why I bought the air dodge. Very important skill to get early on in the game. Otherwise you have no way of avoiding attacks in midair. Alright, now we have the chainsaw. For a few seconds at least. Actually really hard to hit flying enemies with the chainsaw, which is why it's always hilarious to me that you get it for the flying enemy, but then you have trouble using it against the rest of the flying enemies. Hey, that was less sucky than it could have been. Got a platinum even! And, if you turn around and look back at the bottom, we've got an Alfheim that opened up. Let's run back down and see if I can clear it in a couple of attempts, otherwise I will also redo that one off camera, or possibly on camera. I thought that I could, but it wasn't working. Unless there's a different button that does it. That releases Moonhold. The floor is lava, but while defying gravity. Yeah, this game does a lot of that. It's a platformer, it's a fighter, it's not really an RPG, but it's a lot of elements all in one. Alright, let's see which one this one is. I don't think it's the one I'm thinking of. Yes, it is! This is why you don't try this one until you have the whip, and I'm going to show you why. Well, I suck. So, for this challenge... Huh? Yeah, I know. For this challenge, you literally have to stay in the air for the amount of time. If you don't have the whip... Can you even do it without the whip? Yeah. It's not fun, and I've never done it myself without it because I'm not good enough. When you do have the whip, however, you just keep grabbing enemies and jumping off of them. And hope that you don't fall past them. Well, are there more down below? Oh, right, because it homes into the nearest one. That was very far away. Oh, there we go. It's also nice and confusing because there's two timers. One is the one that you have to stay in the air for, which is continuous, and the other is how long you have to do the level. I think we'll be okay, though. There we go. I always remember that one because it's one I have no problem with because I love the whip. And we get another pure platinum. I lied. We get to see two of those tonight. I've died twice, but we have two pure platinums. So, hey, it's all good, baby. All right. It's great that I don't have to... Well, I still... Here's the other part about this game. When you go back to clear other things, if you want to have a nice, complete clear record of the chapter, you have to redo everything, even the bonuses that you've already completed. So if there's an Alfheim, one of those bonus areas that you barely scrape by, but you're not doing it on a run where you've completed every other chapter as well, you will have to do it again. So, luckily that one's not too hard for me. It's just takes 30 seconds of mashing the same 2 buttons with good timing. Semi-good timing. I'm not going to lie, it's not super hard. So yeah, I'll have to redo that one when I come back and clear this area entirely. But luckily that one's not too terrible. What's going to suck is having to fight Grace and Glory over and over. But we see a lot of them in later parts of the game, so... Oh, and much worse than them. They are a good thing to practice against, especially when it comes to their speed and the types of attacks they do. Good Jesus! Ow! My witch foot. What the fuck? Oh, okay. Alright, here we go. So yep, this is another example of an area that once you get to a certain point, there's no going back. So like if I hadn't looked down to see that bonus area, I would not be able to do it right now. I would have to completely redo this entire chapter to get it. If I recall correctly, there's another Grace and Glory fight up here in order to unlock what you need. So yeah, this is fun. So you come up here, these 2 statues, you guys might recall, when they're intact, you use them to trigger witch time without an enemy being around. So right now you're sitting here, you're going to go, okay, they're broken. What do I do? As soon as you check it, and it tells you that it's broken and some kind of power source prevents it from fixing, then the answer is presented to you in the form of a fight. This game loves doing that, so it doesn't seem like you have a fight coming, but oh, you do. And it's these fuckers. God. Like I said, even when they come out of witch time, they will go right into an attack. So you have to be constantly not sucking. Which I'm great at. I should have used that witch attack while I had it, huh? Ah! I technically did that one after I got hit. That's the best kind of timing. It still counts it though, doesn't it? In fact, I think you get your health back. So if you literally perfect dodge or perfect block with the shield, as in the minute that you're hit that you do it, I believe you actually get that sliver of health back. And you get the longest witch time possible. I might have explained that before, but the closer your dodge is, the longer your witch time lasts. So if you do a really early dodge that's not super well timed, you actually only have a small amount of short. Yeah. Whereas if you do it right at the moment of impact, and not a nanosecond later, you get the longest possible one and you actually undo the damage. The answer is always fight, exactly. The game teaches you, even when it seems like it's a puzzle, it's probably a fight. But hey, we did it, we didn't die, we only got a silver, but I'm going to count that as pretty good against those fuckers. So I can practice some more. So now, we can activate Witch Time. And do this. Which I'm going to suck at, because the whip is actually terrible for this. Ah, there we go. Whew!
Oh, now the part where you get...
Yep. Yep. This is a chapter, and I'm going to go backward, but it's not going to be here yet, is it? Oh, no, it is. This... Well, I couldn't remember if it was like you go up and do that one fight and then come back down. And die? Or come back down? Oh. No, this is where I usually have the most deaths. Of all the chapters in the game, I think this is the one where I usually die the most, because you can fall down. And it doesn't kill you, but it takes away a chunk of health. So, this is a limited kicks and punch one, which is really funny with this, or really funny, really great with this enemy. Listen. Oh my god. Oh. I'll try this one a couple times, because luckily the failure is very quick. I hate you so much. Do I want to use the whip or the shot? Or the... I think I do want the swords. The question is, I don't remember what combo is best to use here. Oh, that one's pretty good. Alright, it's the basic combo. Because you can string out your shooty shoots. Oof. Well, there go all my magic. Wow! Alright! Alright! I'll take it! I'm not even gonna complain! Ah. The sword is your friend, especially if you can charge it up. Because there's some range on it when you do that charge attack. That's when I do this one here. There's actually 2 charge levels. And when you do that little release on the second level, it actually hits for a pretty good area around you. So, alright. Hey, there's one that I completed, and then I'll get to come back and complete again later. So excited. You guys don't even know. I haven't even shown off my favorite sword trick. Mostly because it's almost impossible to hit anything with it in a real fight. Because it's a supercharge attack, but the time it requires to do it, even if you have a perfect witch time, it's not long enough. God, I hate these wind snacks. So if these things hit you, they don't kill you, but they sometimes knock you off, which sucks, and they do, obviously, damage like that. And since there is no real way of healing short of using a healing item, yeah, it sucks. Here's a nice little fun not really a secret, but if you miss it, there is a music box piece in that chest behind the statue, so I try and not forget it. Witch graves within the city. Vigrid is littered with the legacies of an ancient age. Among these are the stone coffins used to bury departed witches. Along with their fellow overseers of history, the Lumen Sages, the Umbra witches use their incredible powers to repel any intrusion upon Vigrid. Under these auspices, the witches abode by the terms of their netherworldly contracts, and upon parting with the physical world, the strongest of the witches were deified as guardians. That's a little different than defiled, huh? Deified as guardians and buried in stone coffins throughout the town. These stone coffins were sealed tight, and it is said that only those with knowledge of a witch's magic could open them. Mother, father. Even during the witch hunts, when the coffins were subjected to attempted demolition, not a single soul was able to peer into the contents within. According to one theory, the contract with their demon master stipulates that upon leaving this earth, a witch's soul nor body can remain. It is said Umbran burial customs were developed for that very reason. The women would bury their loved ones in treasured stone coffins to lessen the pain of those destined for inferno, even if the effect was slight. Today, unable to break the magic seal upon the coffins, the Lumen Sage seal of the sun has been placed upon the stone sarcophagi as a counterweight. If by chance the power of the witches were to return to this world, they would be prevented from opening the coffins due to the seal. This is a clear indicator of the sort of persecution these women were subjected to during the witch hunts. While the whereabouts of the witch's tomb is outlined above, the location of the tombs for the Lumen Sages remains unknown. According to remaining records, they have taken up final resting places with the Umbra in the secluded region known as the Crescent and Sunrise Valleys. It is said the Lumen Sages, who conducted their duties not in the darkness, but the light, rest peacefully in their valley after departing from this world. Lucky fuckers. Finally, there are rumors that somewhere in Vigrid, research is underway to extract the spirit energy from the departed witches. It seems the fate of the Umbra Witch and Lumen Sage has yet to truly be decided. Assholes. Defying the deified witches. Wait, defiling the deified witches. Anyways, it's a music chunk. Woohoo! So this record, as you can see, is actually a third. Not even a half. There's 3 pieces to it. I apparently found all 3 pieces, though, so we're good to go. Sweet. There's another demonic weapon, and I think we've... Oh, no, there's not. I'm not getting 2 at once, am I? Yeah, because I already got the fantasy impromptu. That's the whip. So the sonata is a new weapon. This motherfucker right here. So, This part of the game is really fun right now because I do not have a certain ability that I will have later, which allows this to be done a little bit easier, which is the run good ability. But right now all I can really do is run and jump as fast as possible while this asshole makes it extremely difficult. Thank God for wall jump. I think it's the first time I've done that without failing.
Yeah.
Sweet! And you guys were here to see it. Snack. Bigger snack. But I both love and hate this enemy. It's very fun to fight. The kill move for it is great, but it's also a pain in the ass and it has some... It's a really good mix-up of moves, which is a good thing because it means it's not boring, but it also sucks if you're a terrible player like me. Also, they're called Inspired, which is pretty cool. I think I like the whip against them, but I don't remember. So while they're in this pose, they do one of two things. They either... Sorry, one of three things. They try and snap at you, they whip you with their little tail, or they shoot random fireballs. There's your tail whip. They are a multi-purpose enemy. There's your fireball. Oh, and there's the one that always gets me, because that tail whip is faster than it looks. I somehow just walked next to that fireball, I think. But yeah, when you do enough damage to them, they like to just kind of fly away. But if you just sit here and continuously shoot them with your baby gun, I'd miss the counter, then they'll fall back, which I'd rather kill him with the counter, actually. So if you could come back and give me another opportunity. Asshole! I'm not going to kill you with the counter, am I? Oh, you have to? Okay. You sure? Because he's almost dead. Oh, no, there's the climax. The counter is different from the climax, that's right, though. Anyway, what do giant snakes look like? They look like giant worms. And what eats giant worms? Hairbirds. There's nothing to see. Hungry bird. Thanks, Hairbird. Haired. So yeah, that seemed like it was a mini-boss, but it's a semi-regular enemy later. To be fair, they usually do only appear by themselves or with other inspired. They're usually not with a whole bunch of other enemies at once until the end of the game. Is this where there's this... I know there's a secret fight here, but I think you come back after doing something inside. It's 10 to 9, but since I... Or 10 to... Yeah, 10 to 9. But since I started a little bit late, I'll see how far I can get. I think I can get to the end of this chapter without too much longer. Assuming I don't have an Alfheim that I fail at for 10 minutes. Mostly, I want to get to the end of this chapter because we get our next cool witch ability, which will make replaying a lot easier when I'm grinding this week.
Another LP? Working me to the bone. But no need to pity me. I was bored anyways. Let me go whip some things into shape for you.
This one I know is Mozart, so I think the Fantasy Impromptu was Beethoven.
This took a bit of pounding to
Huh?
shape.
Who is it?
The workmanship solid.
Oh, Fantasy Impromptu?
Yeah.
Yeah, who did that one?
Thing to good use.
Was it Chopin 2?
Yeah.
2 Chopin pieces? Oh, this isn't the piece I thought. Okay. This is a weapon that I never use. I don't like them. They're actually really good. But I'm terrible with them. So, you remember those guys we've been fighting with the ice and... Or rather, the electric and the fire claws? I now have my own, which means I can use them permanently. But instead of being... Yeah, they're not one-hit kill weapons. They do have some fun combos. I'm terrible with them. And quite honestly, I just don't like them, so I never use them. I'm allowed to have things I don't like. I'll show them off, though. Wah. Don't Waluigi me. Oh.
Your halo.
Eh. Eh. Anyways, you can see I've got the fire wrists. And the little secret of this weapon is if you do your spin attack, you change to the other one. So now I have lightning fists. Pause. I just... Oh, alright. Rodan and the Gates of Hell. There is a place beloved by wanted men and rogues, where money and power rule all. It is where I have established my office. Those who call this place by its given name are instantly identified by newcomers, as the tired hands of this rat hole call it by a single name, the dump. Bloody battles and dirty disputes over money are an everyday occurrence here, and the concept of concern for one's fellow man was long since lost on the dump's denizens. What the people here are after, what they love to see, is not of this world. They thirst for the uproar only the occult can inspire. The appearance of a specter, a man being devoured by a demon. These are the snacks they eat as they drink and cavort in the dump's numerous watering holes. It is this place that I have come on my pilgrimage in search of a grasp on reality. The dump is a wretched hive for all sorts of scum and villainy. There's a reference. Home to everyone from black market businessmen to informants and devil hunters in between. But amongst them all, one man is particularly strange. His name is Rodan, proprietor of the Gates of Hell bar. His front may be that of a bartender, but rumor has it he's actually an arms dealer. Of course, if a man such as myself were to visit his establishment, there is no way all of his secrets would be laid bare. However, I can tell just by the air around him that he's a dangerous man. Unlike the standard assortment of thugs in this place, his is a sort of danger on a truly different level. According to my colleagues, if one carries enough clout here, Rodan is known to provide a gun or blade should the fee prove satisfactory. That is all I've been able to wring out of people here. There are also rumors that if you enter the bar from some sort of hidden entrance, he'll provide you things that money cannot buy, or so saith the gossips in this occult-obsessed town. They even go so far as to say these things are not made via normal means, but are weapons made from materials available only in Inferno. In the dump, there are enough rumors to rot one's ears, and if I hadn't seen the fresco of the Trinity of Realities, a staple of the Vigridian religions, on Rodan's wall, I would have dismissed talk of him as nothing more than these tall tales. In any case, if I am able to fully investigate this man's secrets, I will surely be able to obtain the truth I so desperately seek. However, aimless sniffing around in this town is a great way to wind up dead. I'll have to be prudent and not leave things to chance. Oh, Rodan doesn't mind me. I guess because I'm Bayonetta. I'm a badass witch. There we go. I hate this area, by the way. Is this the one with... There's not a hidden fight here, just a hidden chest. Yeah. Oh, look at that. Another piece of health. I really wish it would refill my health when I picked it up, but you know. Ouch. Ouch, I say, with no falling damage. Alright. Here we go. We got another one of these fuckers. Wow, he did not like that. Oh, you ran away. Oh, no you didn't. Right there. So, his little tail attack is fast and small enough all at once that you do not get slow motion when you dodge it. Which is another reason it's a real pain in the ass. It's not that hard to dodge if you know it's coming, but since you don't get the slow motion, it means you better be able to keep dodging after that point. Come on now. Oh, where was my counter option? Well. You didn't like that. Oh right, if you do charge attacks, you create like a ball of electricity. Ow! Dick noggin. Am I really gonna die here? Yes. Fuck. Two deaths. Told you I die here a lot. Alright, I'm gonna get rid of these claws. Excuse me, excuse me, excuse me. Sorry for waking you up, Cotter. Alright, let me switch my weapons.
Snake, are you okay? Snake? Snake?
Snake! Oh, the claws aren't even here because I died so hard that it reset my inventory. Ah, it's alright. We'll have plenty of time to get good all week long. I have to get the book again, too? Oh, wait, I can cheat that one at least. Ugh. Luckily, we don't need to read it again. Does that mean I have to get this again, too? Oh. What, do you go back to the beginning of the chapter when you die? Or a verse. The beginning of the verse. Okay. Let's try this again. This motherfucker just gently run into me. There we go. Ow, you ass noggin. You tit. Alright, give me a counter option, because I love it. I'm too good. We're never going to see it, because I'm just too good at fighting him. I say as I promptly get hit in the face. Oh, he doesn't even get a climax. I think this is one that now I get to go back and do a bonus fight. I know, the camera is telling me I need to go that way. But my memory is telling me to go back this way. Because there's some douchebags hiding out here who want a whooping. Ah! Woo! I mashed the button way too early. I apologize for all the button mashing that the microphone picks up. I wonder if I need to steal demonic weapon summoning. It's a possibility. Don't fly away from me when I'm trying to hit you with a chainsaw. Ooh, bitch. You got me all 3 times. That's a sign I'm doing good. I showed them. Alright, now we are almost at the end of the chapter. Lots of new enemies I'll be able to practice on this week. It's all good. We got the sword guys. We got the Grace and Glory. Got the Fearless. I don't know what night I'll be grinding. My work schedule this week is... I was actually supposed to be traveling this week. We were not going to be streaming tonight originally. But the property that I was traveling to, they decided... This fence has been exposed to the elements, weakening it considerably. Just a little bit of effort should knock it right over. The property that I was supposed to be traveling to start setting up their upgrade decided, because they're still closed, that they'd rather do their training remotely. So we actually still have a couple guys from my company who will be there. Yeah, this asshole. Do I need to fight him, or is there a cutscene? Oh, it's a run scene. They decided that we'll still set hardware up, because hardware is really nice to set up at a hotel when there's no one there, as you can probably imagine. So, but the training that I'll be doing with them will be at home. So luckily I do not have to... Did I push a button here? No. So luckily I don't have to go anywhere. But I don't know how long my days will be, so... If I do stream, it'll probably be later, like 9 o'clock at night or so. So I know some of y'all can't make it. But if anyone wants to, we can chat while I practice and get gooder. Nope, no jumping over the fence. This is kind of important, I'm sorry.
Meddling are your hapless minions.
I love John.
This will be taken care of in the manner I see fit. Your assistance is not required.
John, my girlfriend.
I suppose coming here has given you a second wind. Feeling better, Bayonetta?
Who are you? And don't you dare say my long-lost sister.
Sister, you've quite the active imagination. You and I once fought for the jewel upon the
I want to steal her
crown
outfit
on
too.
the throne.
I want to steal all their outfits.
And now that you've returned,
They're just so over the top and glorious.
it is time to finish that fight.
Her face is like always halfway hidden.
No time for daydreaming. Fouled it all up again. But perhaps this can be to my advantage.
Kate Beckinsale and Van Helsing. I can agree with that. Yeah, I will say Jean is probably on my list of girls that I would kiss. I would kiss Jean. He's awesome. She'd probably kick my ass too, but that's fine. I started rewatching another show that has another one of those females on that short list, which is Sigourney Weaver. Sigourney Weaver can kick my ass any day. Right, I don't get witch time with you, except for super special dodges. Good God, John, I'm trying not to die 3 times in this one chapter, okay? I know. Ooh. That's the only time you get the witch time, is if you dodge her wicked weaves. You can get it otherwise? No. Ooh! Oh, fuck you using a charge attack on me. You know what? I need to sword you. I can't whip you. Not that it matters. I'm about to die again. I switched weapons again because I'm an idiot. I could taunt her. Or I'll just die. It's fine. Fuck me. Ah, there's number 3. Get ready to see your first stone. This is... I told you, this is like one of the hardest chapters. It's right when you're still getting gooder at the game. And they throw a shitload of painful things at you. She's edging me with my health. Yeah, she is. Oh, we don't need to see this again. Okay, it's not a cutscene, apparently. I actually really love fighting John, I do, because she is such a fun challenge. I just suck at it until I've done it 17 times, and then I'm like, oh right, this is how you fight Gooder. What? No. Now we can skip. Yeah, now we can skip. Alright, Jean, I need to use my sword against you. What? Why can't I stiletto you? Fuck. Hell. Wow. Alright. We'll just die 3 times. 4 times, sorry. Hmm. Hmm. Thanks. I believe in myself. No, I don't. But the chat believes in me. That's all that matters. That's why that one's so useful. Get to the cutscene this time. Third one. Right, we have to get back on the battlefield. Oh, yeah. Well, she got me while I got her. Oh, look, it's a gold. Let's pretend I didn't die twice.
What's the matter, sweetie? Afraid of something, are you?
Afraid? Me?
This is a waste of my time. You're still not ready.
Even her panther form is fabulous. So you'll notice she doesn't turn into butterflies. She turns into moths. Because her demonic friends are a little different from ours, which makes sense. You wouldn't make contracts with the exact same demons after all. And my favorite ability. Beast Within. Where I turn into a super sexy panther. And I run good. And you also jump really good. Like, really good. Rawr. Yeah, even the panther's claws are a fabulous painted red.
Oh my. That was bloody amazing.
Bayonetta agrees. Now her and Luca are both furries. The cat suit, but different, exactly. Alright, let's see the damage. I don't think I can get anything but a stone. We missed a section, we died 4 times. Yep. There you go.
Oh, what a day!
What a day indeed. Oof. Oof. We'll be replaying this one a bunch. The other thing is it's actually a pretty long chapter too. You can see it's almost 40 minutes long, which is pretty decently long for this thing. So, all right.